Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another episode on Christmas with Josser's Jungle. Are you enjoying this Christmas calendar so far? I really hope you are, because I sure am. Today I thought that I wanted to talk a little bit about illnesses due to cold. Now that the weather is changing and winter is, in general, a very cold time of the year for most people. So I really wanted to talk about two illnesses that I really think does peak around the cold weather. The first one being a respiratory infection. If you follow this channel from when I started, you will know that two of my snakes actually had a respiratory infection. The first one was the golden girl and the second one was Noelle. And as you can see in these pictures, it's very clear to see that Noelle has this respiratory infection with all the saliva, the goo and the bubbles around the mouth. And that's a very common sign on the respiratory infection. And apart from that, it's also lack of appetite, and you will also hear them kind of wheezing, like they're having trouble breathing. A respiratory infection is very serious because the snake is not capable of coughing up like we do, so all the slime builds up inside their lungs, and in the end it can actually kill them. So if you are experiencing a respiratory infection in your snake, you need to take them to the vet ASAP. Respiratory infection often comes from improper husbandry, which means that the setup is not as it should be, and very often this is due to lack of proper heating. Like the snake gets cold and then it gets a cold, if you can say it like that. You can compare it in a way like it is a cold for human beings, the same as it is for the snake, except we can cough up this goo and we can blow our nose and all that kind of stuff. The snakes can't do that, so all the slime just builds up inside them. It's very uncomfortable. So guys, pretty much double check that the temperatures inside your terrarium is as it should be, both on the hot spot but also the ambient temperature. Like up here in the reptile room, we have a constant temperature of 26 degrees. Of course it does fall a little bit during the night, but during the day, constant temperature. That way we know that the ambient temperature in here as it should be. And then of course we have the heat spot in the different terrariums, because all of these guys pretty much requires different level of temperature. So guys, do yourself a favor during these cold months. Is the ambient temperature as it should be, and is the hot spot as it should be. That way you're well on your way to make sure that your snake is not gonna get the respiratory infection. The second illness I think peak due to cold is burns. Like maybe you're fearing that your snake is too cold and then you turn up the heat way too high and your snake may get burns. That can come from something like heat rods, a heat mat that is too warm or maybe placed inside the terrarium, or a heat lamp that is also way too hot. For some reason snakes don't feel pain the same way that we do, so even if they are burning themselves laying on this heat rock, they will not move for some reason. So it's really your responsibility as an owner to make sure that the temperatures are as they should be. Some burns are just minor burns and the snake should be fully capable of healing itself during the next shed, but some burns do get very severe, and in that case you need to take it for the vet, and the vet will probably do like an antibiotic treatment or something like that. So guys, please make sure that your terrarium is the right temperature. Not too cold might lead to respiratory infection, and not too warm might lead to a burn. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Do you have any tips and tricks for how to prevent an illness? Please write it right down in the comment section. I would love to hear. Have a wonderful Christmas guys, and remember to take care of your animals. They are your #1 priority. Thank you so much guys. Merry Christmas. Bye bye.